Before we start on the shoulder muscles, I just want to do a couple of quick little range of motion checks. So you guys can do these, and then we'll do them again after we finish all of the shoulder stretches, and that way you can see any improvement in your range of motion. So the first one, we're just going to lift our arms straight up in front of us and feel for where, at what point you start to feel some resistance. For some of you, it may just be like in here. For others, you may not feel any, okay? And then just bring it back down, bring it out to the side, and the same thing. We're just feeling for any kind of resistance there, limited range of motion. We're gonna do both sides. So this side, and you may notice that you have way less range of motion on one side than you do the other. That's okay, it's normal. Alright, so for me here, like right now, I'm feeling this in between my shoulder blades, kind of low on the rhomboids. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. So that's kind of where my limit is, okay? So we're gonna focus on the levator muscle. So this is this muscle right here. Mine's extremely tight, so it's hard to get like a good definitive image of it on me. I will pop up some graphics for you, that way you guys know exactly what muscle I'm talking about. So your traps are in here, right through here. Your traps aren't really attached to much. They're attached on the sides, and in the middle it's just kind of loose. So a lot of times that just kind of rolls up. So we can do a little bit to help unroll that. Just kind of rubbing on it and smoothing it out, pulling it forward. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, let me see if I can show you guys. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, if you grab a hold of it, like I said, mine's extremely tight, so yours might be easier to grab a hold of. You're just going to grab a hold, stick your thumb in there, and now what I'm doing is I'm pulling forward and pushing down with my fingers, and I'm pushing in and kind of up with my thumb, okay? So I'm just trying to roll, like unroll that trap muscle, okay? So there's that. Now underneath your trap muscle right here, or kind of behind it, there's another muscle, that's your levator. So again, I'll put some graphics up. You can see exactly what muscle I'm talking about. Your levator is the muscle that does this. Let me move my hair out of the way. Your levator is the muscle that does this. Okay, so when we get stressed, when we're nervous, all the things, just anxiety in general, we tend to just kind of keep doing this, and then we start getting headaches and tension and don't feel great. And then you book a massage. So if you can't get in to your massage therapist, then you can try doing some of these stretches and see if you can't get it worked out on your own. So the opposite muscle of your levator is going to be down here, attaches just at the bottom of your shoulder blade here. That's your lats, okay? So your lats are the muscle that pull your shoulder down, okay? A lot of times they are way tighter than what people even realize. You kind of don't notice that they're giving you any problems at all. But as this levator muscle is pulling everything up, your lats are being pulled and stretched and tightened and angry. And so in order to get the lats to relax, I'm sorry, not the lats, in order to get the levator to relax down, what we're going to do is we're going to target engaging those lats, and we're going to contract the lats, shortening them, and that's going to force the levator to relax and lengthen, okay? So there's kind of a sweet spot here that we're going to focus on. Now you can do this with resistance bands, or you can just do it on your own. If you're doing it on your own, you're going to lift up, you're going to roll back, and there's a sweet spot right in there. Did you see how much further down this shoulder dropped? So lifting, we're engaging levator, we're rolling it back, and you might get some popping in there, okay, especially in the collarbone. And then we're gonna allow the lat to pull that shoulder down, and we're just holding it. Just hold it and breathe through it, and retrain the memory of that levator to be elongated and not hurt. Retraining the lats to be engaged and not hurt. And you can hold it for 90 seconds. And you can do both sides at the same time. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get as much focus as what you would want. So we're just gonna hold. Just hold. And if you feel yourself kind of coming out of it or being pulled out of it, if you start to notice that the levator starts to fight a little bit, it's okay to reset. Again, lift up, roll back, and drop it down. So now, I'm going to do the other side. Again, we're going to roll up and back and drop it down. Now, as I breathe through this, like I said, mine is extremely tight, and so I am getting a little bit of like numbness and tingling in my hand. If yours is really tight, you may kind of notice that too. It's okay. Don't do it if it's uncomfortable. And I'm just breathing. I should have took measurements. Okay, so next I'm gonna shift this around and get right here on the door. Okay. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing here. Okay. So next we're gonna focus on that area right between the shoulder blades where everybody has that super gnarly knot. That thing's a beast. Okay, so that muscle back there, the one with the knot, those are your rhomboids. Okay, your rhomboids are what pull your shoulder blades. I don't know if you guys can see. It's what pulls your shoulder blades together. Okay. Opposite muscle, your pecs. Your pecs are the ones that pull everything forward, pulling at the rhomboids and stretching them out. That's where it hurts. Everything's mad. So, oftentimes, what I do is when I'm driving, I kind of put my elbow up on the window, and I just grab a hold. I've got my thumb right in here and my hand right here, and I'm just grabbing and squeezing and holding. Now, this can be pretty tight on some people. You may not be able to like get your thumb in there and really feel that muscle separate, or feel the separation of the muscle from like the ribs. I tend to work on mine quite a bit, so you're just gonna grab it and squeeze it and hold it. The heat from your fingers is going to help melt it and just relax it down. And so if you drive a lot, especially, or like if you're on a computer all day, but this muscle can get pretty tight. It can be pretty sensitive. Now the other muscle, so you have two pec muscles, that's pec major, okay? And when it's tight, again, it pulls us and rounds us forward. That can also just be a trauma response, okay? Now down here, you have pec minor. And so if you just kind of feel your way down through there, and you'll feel your ribs, and then it'll feel super sensitive. That's pec minor. So when pec minor gets irritated and gets tight, it will pull up at the ribs, and we don't really notice this, but it kind of pulls us up here, and it can really affect our diaphragm. It can make it hard to like take deep breaths or do breath work, that sort of thing. So to stretch pec major, we're gonna come onto a door frame at a 90-degree angle here, and we're just gonna twist our body. I don't know how well you can see that. So here's my arm. We're just gonna twist it this way. And again, we're holding. I can feel that all the way over into my sternum. Again, we don't want to stretch it so hard that we're shaking or that we're having a hard time breathing or holding our breath. We want it to be a very gentle stretch, but an effective stretch. And we're gonna hold it. I'm gonna let the time, the seconds on the clock kind of run down, and we're gonna go into it, and we're gonna hold it for 90 seconds. And here we go. So again, as we get into this 90 seconds, at that point, it's gonna allow the muscle fibers to actually start to lengthen so that it's not so tight and it doesn't have such a profound effect on what it's doing in the front of our body. And you're also gonna wanna do both sides. Even if only one side bothers you, we're gonna do both sides. So we're about 40 seconds or so in, and we're just gonna keep going. We got about 20 more seconds. You might feel this starting to pull in other areas. And release. Okay, let that relax for a minute. And now we're gonna go into pec minor, okay? So shake it out and get some blood back into your arm. Just shake it out. Okay, we're gonna come up. We're at a 45-degree angle. Same thing, we're just turning. And you may feel this more in this area. Okay, now so pec major, we're going this direction again. You're just gonna hold it for that 90 seconds. Hold that for that 90 seconds. Now, to get into pec minor, we're just gonna bring our arm up just a little bit further. Here's my door frame. Let's bring it up more at a 45-degree angle. And the same thing, we're just gonna turn out. And you'll feel this down in here. Or you should feel it in there. You may actually still feel it in pec major, just depending on where your fascial chain is, where your kinks, the kinks in your chain are. We're just gonna hold it for that 90 seconds. Breathe through it. I feel it like kind of right here. And and all through there, but then I also feel it right in here. All right. Great. Now, last thing I want to show you is for your rotator cuff. And so if you just notice like limited range of motion, all those things, this is just something that you can do to help improve your mobility in your shoulder, help protect your rotator cuff, prevent injury. You're gonna act like you've got water in your cup. And by the way, did you know not all of the population can do this? This is an evolutionary thing to be able to make like a bowl shape with your hand. Not everybody can do it. Okay, so you're just gonna act like you get a bowl or got a cup of water in your hands, and I'm gonna step out here that way you can see me. You're gonna bring it down. You're gonna bring it out. Don't spill your cup. Don't spill your cup. You're gonna bring it up and over your head. Don't spill your cup. And back around. Still don't spill your cup. And there. That's gonna hit all of the muscles that make up your rotator cuff, okay? You may find that there's certain ones that you're just not able to do, certain parts of it. That's okay. Keep doing what you can do. And the place where you feel like you get stuck, like again, it might be here. We're gonna check that mobility again. So that way it can kind of help pinpoint exactly where the issue is, what muscles are being affected, all of that information. So I would do this on both sides. Sometimes it's easier to do it on one side and then the other if you can't do it all together, or if you just want more focus. Usually if you're having trouble on one side, then I would do it a few extra times on that side just to help loosen everything up. Now, at the beginning of the video, we tested our range of motion, and so we're gonna just test it again. We're gonna bring our arm up and see what our stopping point is. I've got pretty good range of motion now. And we're also gonna bring it out to the side and see if it stops us anywhere. And it may still stop you, just keep going with it. Don't force it, okay? What I mean is keep going with the stretches, continue to do them. Maybe do it a few times a day. Again, every time you do it, hold it for that 90 seconds. That's really gonna allow you to start to rewrite the memory of the muscle and release some of the trauma. So something else about the way, like especially if you have an injury, the way that those injuries get stored in the body. You know, if say you're in a car accident and you're driving, the impact is going to push back, but it's also gravity, right? Is going to force us forward, okay? So a lot of times the shoulder, if you're holding the steering wheel, the shoulder is what's gonna take that hit. So holding your arm in that position or stretching those muscles that are affected in that area, it can take some time, but if you're able to work through it and breathe through it slowly and allow it the comfort in this space to release that trauma, it can release that trauma. And you'll notice, even as like in that 90 seconds, you may notice like, there it is, and it just releases. And it's such a beautiful thing because then you get your range of motion back.